1,000 for the large room, 2,000 for the small roaster, and then 30 handmade tail feathers. You can't see inside of it, but there's 40 metres of steel rod acting as the skeleton of this beast of bird. Spine, chest, metal frame, and around all of the back and chest. On top of the skeleton, there's a layer of paper skin, which is then covered with a second level layer of yellow fabric skin. The feet are carved out of EVA with paper mache added to make them stronger and easy to paint. In case you're wondering how mobility is achieved for this particular bright yellow gargantuan costume, there is a camera mounted on, allowing the cosplayer to see where they are headed and, as you know, completely avoid the front of the stage.
Shake those tail feathers.
You might think it's quite hot in there, as it is July and it's been quite sunny, but they have thought about this already. That includes not one, not two, not three, but 4 fans to cool the cosplayer when inside, even in the warm weather, as well as having built in an amplifier and speakers for a variety of chocobo-based noises. Let's hear it there for Simon as Luna Chocobo. Coming now onto our stage, this is Helen Alice, here as an apprentice witch from the artwork of Sakizo, more specifically the collection Fantasy of the Dream. There was over 200 hours in embroidery and goldwork poured into this costume, as well as the fully boned steel corset and latex wings. The wig took extensive styling, a back parting, and of course voluminous bunches pouring down the side. Foam core ponytails that gives them their volume. There's over 2,000 rhinestones, though I'd wager she would love to add more rhinestones onto this. And the customised gems, they are not shop bought, they are actually resin cast. The witch's hat is made from scratch using traditional millinery techniques. And this has been a work that's been in progress since last November. Once more, that is Helen Alice cosplay as an apprentice witch from Sakizo Artworks. Taking to the stage now is Abby of Family Cosplay UK. She's here as Miranda, the white queen of Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. More used to competing in a big group with her family, this is her first solo costume, and she always knew that this, the White Queen, would be her first solo costume. It's a magical, royal fantasy, a labour of love and a bringer of blisters to her hands, thanks to all the hand sewing and finishing, the beading with goldwork, individually cut snowflakes, thousands of sequins, gemstones and beads, and miles of hand-frayed trim. From Alice in Wonderland. Our next entrance is also no stranger to the stage. Noah is here as Shalistera Argo from the Gust video game Atelier Chalier. This is a self-patterned outfit made from a mixture of Duchess satin and cottons. The costume incorporates a lot of embellishments, which range from carefully appliqued sections to the hand-painted decorations on the skirt. Super lightweight clay of black warbler was used to create the 3D elements, such as the bells on the head. Our fifth and final cosplayer in this particular MCM Manchester Comic-Con UK Championships of Cosplay qualifier is Element Hypnosis. They are here cosplaying as Mad Moxley from the ever-popular Borderlands video game franchise. This cosplay fanatic is also a graphic designer from Huddersfield. This is her favourite character to cosplay. Her personality explodes into every outfit that she wears. It is filled with many intricate details and was actually not just a costume made for a contest, but it was actually interesting to make because of all the details involved. The Heartbreak Gun, which is her favourite plot to have built, it's all around a sparkling and glam cosplay of a character that isn't afraid to get her hands dirty. That's Element Hypnosis there as Mad Moxley from Borderlands. Once more for all our entrants, a big round of applause. Our judges would just like to take a moment, if they would like to make the world stage, just to have their final deliberations. But this, folks, yes, was the UK's and MCM Comic-Con's first foray into a larger cosplay world, the ReedPop Crown Championships of Cosplay. Like we said, one of these 5 people going to Birmingham in the UK, not Alabama, Birmingham in the UK, and then one of the 4 finalists at Birmingham gets to go all the way to Chicago to compete in the grand final at C2E2. For those of you who are unfamiliar, obviously ReedPop are, you saw from the video, run events all around the world, but of their many American events, which includes, for example, a certain small affair in New York, C2E2 is the one that is known for its cosplay content. Do highly recommend, if you have a moment or two, take a look on YouTube, take a look at the videos of their cosplay championships, and I hope that many of you will be inspired to join us at Scotland, London or Birmingham to then compete for one of those remaining 3 final spaces with the chance to go to Chicago in the spring. If not, we're going to be doing this again next year, folks. Okay? So every year, Manchester, Scotland, London in October, and Birmingham in November will be picking someone out for that big chance. Not just at the cash prize of £500, so who really needs that? The big chance to go to Chicago. Isn't that fantastic, folks? Now we are just waiting for our judges to join me, and I believe I will be making the announcement when they have beautiful presentation certificates. Told folks, we won't be keeping you long, and of course, you were probably going to stay here for the Cosmo Masquerade afterwards, weren't you? But our judges have reached their verdicts. They're just doing a little bit of the last paperwork. Of course, we want to present our winners, not just with the trophy, but with the traditional large novelty check, as it were. So we're just doing that final bit of scribbling. As I noted, once we're finished here with the first ever qualifier at the UK Championships of Cosplay, once we're done here, this will then, a few moments later, become our Cosplay Masquerade, which is a lovely way to round out the weekend. Out of interest, people here in the audience, who here, whether you cosplay or whether you're not, raise your hands if you're kind of tempted by the idea of winning a trip to Chicago and C2E2. 1 or 2 of you? 1 or 2 of you? Yeah? Excellent. Now obviously, I understand a big competition piece is isn't necessarily going to suddenly be made in the 2 months we have for Scotland. But yes, if you can't make it just in time for any of the free reign qualifiers, this will be returning in the future as well. Okay. Just a bit of that. Being careful to handwrite it very, very gracefully. Yes, if no need to stay indoors, come and find seats, that would be absolutely lovely. Oh, actually, that is something. This is actually, you won't even see this on the website yet. This is the debut of the MCM Comic-Con Championships of Cosplay logo, the United Kingdom Championships of Cosplay logo. What do you think, folks? I was half expected you to go, those are London landmarks, this is Manchester, Joe, what are you playing at? There is a dragon, yes, because we're in Wales. Wait a minute. No, the dragon is also awesome. The dragon is definitely British. We checked. He's got a British passport. He's got an Irish parent, but he's decided to keep the British passport, even in spite of Brexit. It's fine.